Nothing amazing happens here. Everything is ordinary.
Yo, good stream. Kinomatsu was good. Raider, Odd God, Solo Jameer, Samurai Ghost, thank you for the 59 months. We appreciate that. Golden Monkey was good. Everyone's doing well. Actually not feeling too great, but yeah. Yeah, I do not regret not picking that game up, friend.
Get ready for the next battle.
Enjoyed watching Dotto play, but that's like a legacy fit. Yeah, that's the idea behind it. I hope they actually put the real legacy fit in the game at some point. Congrats on the TGS. Thanks. Video of me actually hitting it coming soon. Had a really good ranked session yesterday. Now, can I make it any further than that? That's another story.
Get ready for the next battle.
They bring back more legacy fits. Yeah, the rollout on the legacy fits has been really slow.
Round one. Fight.
Back on the Tekken grind. Yeah, the season 3 is good. All of the US highs are like instant.
Have no choice.
That's something. Stan Leroy with all these fucking
Round 3.
20 hit strings.
Fight. No choice.
Some rain. Low had to come eventually.
Round 4.
I've got something in my eye and I can't get it. Ooh. Yo, I think I can shoot. How did you?
Final round.
There is a way to go shoot.
Fight.
Why did that sound so cool? Good job.
Witness the essence of Wing Chun.
Okay, I need to go flush my eye out with water or something. I have something in my eye and I can't see it. I'll be right back.
You lose. Accept all, chase none. Get ready for the next battle.
Microphone just shocked me. Anyway, how are y'all doing tonight, man? Let me try. Yo, Nico, what's good with you, homie? Hope you've been well. Keelik, what's good?
Get ready for the next battle.
Trying to learn how to do electrics is the hardest thing I've done in a game. Hey, same. Well, that and Skyrock, I guess.
Round 1.
Same thing.
Fight.
Ooh, this connection sucks. Bro, so chat, never ever accept PC Wi-Fi matches. They're always bad.
Round 2. Fight.
Connection is unplayable.
Round 3. Fight.
Dude, this connection sucks. That shit is unplayable.
Get ready for the next
Never, ever,
battle.
ever, ever accept PC Wi-Fi games, man. Zenkai, what's coming on?
Get ready for the next battle. Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight.
You can do that? Not homing though.
Round 3. Fight.
No reckless, no. Leroy into Wi-Fi came into Yoshimitsu. This game's trying to tell me that I played it. That's what's happening right now. Tried the Monster Hunter Series 3 demo. Pretty good though. First we don't succeed, now should Wait, what? Why did that wait, what? What the fuck just happened? Why did I get like floated? All I did was stand up. Looked like he did a down forward one and it like floated me out of the what? Let's go. Just spin instead of ever playing defense or blocking because it's my good at a deal free card where I don't have to think or actually interact with the game at all. Love that for me. Run it back. Just won a DBFZ regional. Hey, good shit. I don't know if you remember, I used to go by Lethal Princess. Yeah, I used to play Jamendo. I wanted to pop it and let you know because back in the day you were the one who got me the DBFZ tournaments. That's what's up. Congratulations. That's really fucking cool. Hey, you did something I never did. Don't get that. Actually, that's not true. I was gonna say I've never won a DBZ tournament. That's not true. I actually won the hype round at World Fighters tournament. What's funny about that is I never got my prize from them for winning that tournament. I'm on DBZ trying to make content, so I'm going to try and do the same. Good luck. That really sucked. Yoshi's kind of annoying. Have you ever fought a Yoshimitsu that you didn't think was annoying? Because I haven't. I've never fought a Yoshimitsu player that I had anything nice to say about. That's a plan? Then they go launch me for wicked ones. I think. No anger. How come you don't like 2xKO? And frankly, there's just not anything about it that I enjoy. I don't really want to just sit here and like rant about it, but I've never played a Riot game before, right? Especially not League of Legends. Actually, that's not true. I think Eunice got me to try Valorant once. But I have zero investment or attachment to League of Legends or the characters I've never even seen Arcane. So with that being said, it's difficult to find a character that I resonate with and that I really like. And I think the roster in that game really sucks. I don't think any of the characters really like stand out to me as particularly cool or interesting or someone that I really want to play. And the only character that I do kind of like is Yasuo, and even then, after doing my research, I feel like Yasuo is just like a less cool young who I'd rather have. Then from a gameplay standpoint, I just don't like how floaty the game feels at times. I think certain things just have like way too much hit stun, and I don't really like the way tagging works in the game. It's a lot. I mean, to be honest, like I said, I'm not here to just like shit on the game. I don't really like anything about it, truth be told. This is not for me. I'm just clearly not the target demographic for a game like that. Where somebody asks about 2xKO every stream now. I mean, I get it, you know, it's one of the latest and greatest fighting games, and I showed interest in it before, and I did a lot of talking about it before it came out, but I just don't like it. And I've tried multiple times to like hype myself up into like starting a stream for it or something, and like trying to like learn the game for real, but I just don't want to. Maybe I'll give it another shot at some point, but what do you think of the top 3 fighting games to get into now, in your opinion? Well, even though I don't like it, Twitch scale is probably one of them. Street Fighter 6 is always a good option. Maybe Tekken, to be honest. Gone into full troll mode, and I'm no longer interested in continuing this fight. Gone into full dickhead mode. Is GOD push? Nah, you just get the games. Fighting games I've been having the most fun with Fatal Fury. Love that for you. Congrats on TGS. Thanks. I don't want to end the set at 2-2, but he just started acting like a complete asshole in that last round, so I really don't want to run it back, but I will against my better judgment, because leaving on 2-2 just feels so lame.
Round 1. Fight.
I keep trying to interrupt that. I guess I just gotta sidewalk it, because I get counter hit a lot from just trying to jab. I think Yoshimitsu's actually my worst matchup in the game. I'll give it up. That was kind of sick. Catch a backflip. He's considered airborne for that. That's so lame. The nigga was clearly on the ground. He just was mid-flip. The first cool thing is, I was like, yeah, I couldn't even hate the wall flip out of it was kind of sick. Take my dub.
Get ready for the next battle.
Want to know the fucked up part about Yoshimitsu? If I just saw this character and never knew what his player base was like, I would want to play this nigga. No, I don't blame you. I think this Yoshimitsu in Tekken 8 is probably the coolest Yoshimitsu ever. The problem is that you very rarely see him get played in any serious manner. He's just one of those characters where he just attracts like the fucking most degenerate type of player. Did I miss the rank up sesh? Nah, yesterday I recorded a bunch of Tekken ranked videos, and so those will be rolling out. I mean, 2 of them are already up. A couple more to come where I ranked up. Like Deviljin. Deviljin didn't used to be that way. He's like that now in Tekken 8 because Bandai Namco have turned him into something completely different and made him significantly more gimmicky and a lot less fundamentally sound, I guess, than he used to be. But isn't that kind of Yoshi's whole thing though? He doesn't have to get played the way that Yoshimitsu players play him. It is a choice to be a troll with Yoshimitsu.
Round 1.
It's an option. And it's an effective option as well. It doesn't mean I can like it. I'm getting like Yoshimitsu into Zafina, bro, please. I went from the laggiest king player ever to Yoshimitsu to Zafina. Like, why am I in hell? I put no anger in my title and the game was like, bet, let's put that to the test. Like, not listened to the new J. Cole album. Another character I kind of just suck my teeth when I see online now is Anna. I mean, truth be told, we're fighting game players. How many characters do we not suck our teeth at when we see them? I got a few characters that I don't mind seeing. Like Jack, I always welcome the Jack matchup. I don't know why, but I just really like fighting that character. When I see Asuka, I'm usually pretty like whatever about it. You know what I mean? I feel pretty good against Asuka. I like fighting Reina. I like fighting other role players just because they're usually not good. So, not that I am, but maybe worse than that. I never complain about Arena. Yeah, same. Wow. Clutch.
Round 2. Fight.
Hate fighting Jack? No, I love fighting Jack. He's like one of the least defensive characters in this game. Also, I just really like the sound when he gets hit. Very satisfying. Bro on my plus frames is kind of nuts, I'm not gonna lie. I think that's actually launch. Touch yet again.
3. Fight.
Better man than me. Seeing Asuka makes me irrationally angry. Well, you're probably fighting better Asuka players than I am, because the Asuka players I fight usually aren't that great. So when I run into that character, even though I think she's very, very strong and probably like top 5, I don't really fear her when I see her, because most of the players I fight just aren't that good. It's the same thing with like Eddie and Lars. Like, it's not that like I feel super comfortable in those matchups. It's more so that, like, especially the Lars players, they usually just lose.
Round 2. Fight.
Just one of those rounds.
Round 3. Fight.
Steve is so annoying and uncool in this game. Well, he's not completely uncool, but he's not nearly as cool as he was in like every other game he's ever been in. I think this is the, like the corniest, like least cool version of Steve ever. Oops. Got the rage art. Clutch. Super Bowl party tomorrow. I didn't plan on it. Y'all want me to do a Super Bowl watch party? I just don't agree with that rage art, but hey, your resource, not mine. Me and Steve be in the trenches. See, like, I really want to like Steve. I always thought Steve was like one of the coolest characters in Tekken, but in this game, he's just not. Clutch.
Final round.
Yozono, what's good? Why do I always press that? Zafina around. I can't imagine playing a character like Zafina or the Bears or even like Shaheen to some extent and not being like a really high rank, because like you get so many free wins yourself, nobody ever being able to like get experience against your character. Or like Leo's another one as well. Where it's like, hey man, nobody knows this matchup because nobody plays this character. Especially in a game like this as well, where like the bears are like not even supposed to be good, and like they are. Like Kuma is not as broken as he used to be, but like genuinely a strong character. Is it the people who play him are corny, or is it the character in general? Which character are we talking about? That's not good. Fuck Alyssa. Top 5 most hated characters ever. This is just me. I'm just not talking very loudly. I'll turn the game down. Is that better? I think he dash off that Peacekeeper. That's annoying. Bro. Oh, so yeah, Claudio is one of those characters where he's extremely strong and also extremely easy to play. So whatever your perception of him is, you're probably right. He has like 7 moves you need to know, and they're all broken. That nigga was honestly the best character in the game until they nerfed that forward 4-3-2. I'm not gonna lie, that shit was so stupid. Don't tell me we got a network error with the set tied up at 2-2. That's annoying. Beginning of season 2, Lars was a demon. I still think Lars is very good, but again, there's only like one good Lars player in the world, and it's Nobi. Everyone else is kind of, you know. Ulsan dabbles with them. There's a few players who do, but Nobi's the only one that's actually like committed to playing him in tournament right now. Also, this probably won't be a very long stream because I'm not feeling that well and I'm kind of tired. I'm somewhat on normie hours as well, so I've been going to bed pretty early. I'm usually heading to bed by now, as of these last few days, and I'd like to stay on a somewhat normal schedule for a few more days if possible. Ulsan still mainly plays Dragunov, but he's been dabbling. Currently hard stuck at Tekken God, sadly. No breakthrough. Also, I don't know when this happened. Hold on, let me go back. I didn't know, or maybe I did know this and I just forgot because I haven't played the game in some months. But you can actually check like your stats, like matchup wise and stuff in game now. You don't have to go to like Waifu Wink anymore. Completely forgot that they added this in game, so you can go and see like if you go to like individual characters and whatever, you can see. How do you get to it again? Is it win rates? Yeah, here you go. This wasn't available before, right? You can actually see the characters you run into the most and what your win rate is against them. And it looks like Law is actually the character I run into the most. Kazuya feels like the character I run into the most, but I guess it's a 1 game difference. Also, this is just season 2 as well, so it's not like all time, but yeah, Brian is a nightmare for me. I feel like I always lose to Brian. This character, see, 72% win rate against Reina. I honestly thought I'd be higher than this against Well. Kings, you know. Jin players usually don't give me too much trouble. Lily's another character that when I see her, I don't feel fear. I think Lily's good, but when I see, even though I think Lily's actually a terrible matchup for Huo, when I fight Lily players, they're usually just not that good. Yoshimitsu, I mean, nightmare matchup. See, this isn't big sample size though, because these are only the ranked matches. Can I see like all matches? No, I think it's only ranked. New. Oh, whatever. Oh, hey, Hachi's are legitimate. Kids are broken if you know how to use them. Lee, Lars, and Reina. I mean, Lee's probably the worst of those three, but Lars and Reina are pretty good. Lars is the best one of those three. I just use electric when godfist.g to check my stats. I think I've looked on there before as well. Huo's a weird one because it all depends on the type of Huo player you run into. Well, my problem with Huo is that a lot of times when I run into other Huo players, I lose the first game because they're spazzing out and like slamming their face into the controller, and I'm like, okay, and I have to adjust. It happens all the time. I lose the first game to the Huo player, and then I have to like, you know, lock in because they're usually such psychopaths. I'm not gonna lie, like I don't think I'm particularly good with Huadong, but I feel like anytime I run into other Huo players at my rank, it's extremely rare that I feel like I run into someone who's more skilled than me with the character. And like I don't mean that to gas myself up. I mean that to tear them niggas down. I'd be disappointed every time I fight other Huo players, bro. Cause like I'm like, who am I to talk, right? But again, I'm using myself as the reference point where it's like, I see why niggas feel the way they feel about this character because y'all play like this. You know what I mean? Like, I almost never fight a Huadong player and feel like they know what they're doing. They really do just be feeling like they're just mashing. And I question myself, I'm like, how did you get to this rank? I'm never related to something more. You know what I'm saying? Like it genuinely makes me disappointed and like kind of upset because like, you know, the reputation that we have and our character has, you know what I'm saying? And then you fight other Huadong players and it's like, bro, I don't play like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Again, I can't stress enough. Like, who am I? I'm not that good. But I fight other Huadong players, I'm just like, man, because like I know I got my bad habits and my flow charts and everything like that, but they genuinely like don't be thinking when they play, and it's like really saddening. It's especially because like, and you know, I'm sure the mains of a lot of characters feel this way, but one of the reasons why Huadong is so cool to me is because he genuinely seems like artwork in motion, you know what I'm saying? Like when I see really good Huadong play, like from Speed Kicks or Edge or even Tenno, or you know what I'm saying, like Yanarang, like that, watching that character is like poetry. I think he's like such a like a open-ended kind of character where you have so much freedom and flexibility and just so much you can do with him, you know what I mean? I kind of look at Huo similar to like base Vegeta, like in DBFZ, if that makes sense to you guys, as you know, my DBFZ heads, where it's just like the just the potential the character has and the options and the freedom is just like, you know what I mean? And then the mix-ups as well, and then even just when it comes to the combos, like when I see a good Huadong play, I'm just like, that shit is literally a work of art to me. So then when I see like other niggas my rank play them, I'm like, damn bro, is that what it looks like when I'm playing them? And it's not, but
everything is ordinary.
Can you tell me who Android 21 is, where she comes from? Well, Android 21 is a character that was original to Dragon Ball FighterZ. She was created for that game, but then they introduced her into the actual lore, and she's based on Dr. Giro's wife, and so her real name is Vomi, and she's the mother of Android 16. Immortal, thank you for the 60 months, homie. I greatly appreciate it. Let's see who else. Yeah, Lee, I don't do too great against Lee. Claudio, I'm surprised is as high as it is. Yoshi, we know. Damn, I've been getting my ass beat by Dragunov, which is funny because like Dragunov I still think is like very, very, very strong. But like when I see Dragunov, like I don't start shaking in my boots, but maybe I should. Dragunov been putting paws on me. Victor's another character that when I see him, I'm usually pretty confident about. Yeah, I haven't fought Jack that much, but like I said, Jack is probably my favorite matchup in the game. Fuck, I'm surprised that high. See, the sample size is so low that these numbers really don't mean too much. Yeah, 0-6 against Zafina. Yeah. I wish it would show quick matches as well. Yeah, it is looking ugly for my Reina, I ain't gonna lie to you. doing well against Raven. Haven't played very much. Armor King been giving me trouble. And I'm doing not too bad. Watching streamers is insane because I think everybody's just GOD, but I was playing with some friends earlier for the first time in a while, and since I just hit Kishi and they thought I was essentially a god. I mean, yeah, you know, even similarly, like obviously, even when I had homies who were actively playing the game, I was always the highest ranked out of all my friends, so to them, like I might as well be GOD, right? Your TGS now, man, you've been grinding? Actually, I have not. After Meowdy Zoo came out, I uninstalled the game and haven't played for like the last month or two or whenever she came out. And I just got back on the game 2 days ago, and then all of a sudden, you know, here we are. I actually have not been grinding at all. I just had one really good session yesterday.
Get ready for the next battle.
Do you miss that era of like before online fighting games where you just like the best in your friend group? I missed. So I don't care about being, well, I'm still the best in my friend group. Even if, you know, I really don't have friends who like play like that anymore. And like any fighting game we play, I'm usually the best in the friend group. I don't miss that era of like, I'll answer like this. What I miss more than anything, honestly, is when I was less knowledgeable about the wider world of fighting games, and when I was less invested and all I cared about was just playing with my friends. That's what I miss. I don't necessarily miss. Well, no, I guess, yeah. Well, depending on how you meant it with yeah, then yeah, I do. Fighting games were more fun when I was worse at them and I knew less, to be honest.
Round one. Fight.
But at the same time, I have such an appreciation for seeing high level play and shit, you know what I mean? So I don't know. You think there'll be more Laws of Manga's performance at the finals? Nah, because it's been known that Law is really strong, and I've been a believer that he's been arguably top 5 for a while. And I know that's like an opinion that other players share, but Law is just not a character that people just pick up and play. So had to hit a scrub check. I deserve that. Consistency isn't as flashy to enjoy, but frustrating when you know how inconsistent you can be. My lack of consistency has always been like the most frustrating thing about me personally. Because I feel like when I play fighting games, my highs are really high and my lows are really low. Like finding that that middle ground and just being able to stay even keel has always been very difficult for me. Because I feel like I have days where it's like, I'm like, yo, I can beat anybody. And then I have days where it's like, I will lose to literally anybody who looks in my general direction. Because like even in DBFZ, right? Like I've had tournaments where like I've placed top 8 multiple times. Like I've had runs where like, I'll never forget, I had that run where I beat like Prodigy, Coach Steve, Alucard, like all them niggas all in that same run and got top 8 City of Mayhem. But then like on any given day, I would lose to literally anybody who picks Vegito. You know what I mean? It's just like bro, I'm literally hanging with like niggas who like regularly compete and get top 8 at majors, and sometimes I beat them in bracket even if it is online. But then like some days I just like I'll go 2-2 and it's just like, nigga, like what's going on with me? So that's just guaranteed, man. That's so lame. This is my personal opinion, but I think part of that during your Dragon Ball era was just people abusing bad online. Nah, because it would happen offline too. If you, every single tournament I ever went to offline, I always lost to a Vegito player. Every single time. Vegito or UI Goku. Every single time. It wasn't really just an online thing. I just had a personal like hang up mentally about that character. Every single person I lost to was always a fusion player.
Round one. Fight.
Genuinely, I don't think I ever lost to somebody who didn't play a fusion. Everyone has bad days. Yeah, but my bad days were always like so much worse than like other niggas, bro. Because again, like I would lose to niggas who I genuinely thought were completely fucking terrible at the game. And it's like, I shouldn't lose to somebody this far below my skill level, but I would. Which would then lead me to believe that I'm clearly just not that skilled. Yo, Monster, thank you for the raid. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome everyone from Village of No Flowers. Hope your stream went well, homie.
Round two. Fight.
Like, I'd have all these people tell me, like, how good I am at the game. And then some days I'd have runs. I'm like, yeah, maybe I am as good as these niggas are saying. And then I would lose to random Joe Schmo playing UI Goku, Vegito, Gogeta, Triple C assist. And I'm like, okay, actually, I'm fucking god awful at this video game. Nice. I think you're underselling yourself is my point. Jesus Christ. I mean, my standards are just very different from most people, I guess. I used to like watching you and Dion go at it in DBZ. Good times. Nice side roll. Ah, it was back three. Like, I think I talked about this in one of the videos that I recently recorded playing this, is that, so with me being at Tekken God Supreme, right, that probably puts me in like the top, I don't know, 5% of players in the world, maybe even less than that. I don't know the exact numbers right now with the rank distribution, but like that doesn't mean anything to me. Like, I'm not impressed by that. That doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Because my philosophy, like my belief or perspective, is that most people are really bad at most things. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm trying to be good at something, I'm not comparing myself to the average person. I'm comparing myself to those who I view as elite. So me being in the top 5% literally does not matter to me at all, because I'm comparing myself to the 0.1. You know what I mean? Even being top 1%, like, I'm just like, okay, cool. Like, what does that do for me? Especially if I'm still losing to niggas who I view in a certain light. It's like, okay, well, if that nigga can beat me, that top 1% shit clearly don't mean anything. You know what I mean? I think Tekken, while having better online, is just a way harder game to be good at. Oh, objectively, Tekken is a significantly more difficult video game than DBFZ. Tekken is the hardest game I feel like I've ever played. You're gonna lose to a nigga doing random shit because there's so much random shit to do, but the fact that you could talk and play DBZ at the level you did means you have something that most niggas don't have. I mean, sure, which is why I turned that into a YouTube career, but, you know. What makes DBFZ hard? DBFZ is actually the easiest fighting game I ever played.
Get ready for the
Which is part of the reason I got decent at it.
round one. Fight.
Oh shit, I like this costume.
Yeah.
What? How did she? She just went under a mid. Kitty Pride, indeed it is. From X-Men Evolution. Hope your evening is doing well. It's doing alright. It's ironic you're on the subject. I ran into one of your old school DBFZ videos. I remember you saying that nothing will ever hit the way DBFZ did and saying that today. Yeah. Chat, what's the rule about June and Asuka players? What do I always say? Does anyone remember? I've been taking notes. Can. Sort of. There's more to it than that. You can't just say can. It's not the answer. Haven't been to class in a while. If their back is to the wall, they're going to mash can. Every time without fail. If you have an Asuka or a June player back against the wall, they will mash can. Every time.
Round one. Fight.
Tekken Online is wildly inaccurate. You can be in that top 1% statistically, but that percentile also consists of cheaters and shit like that. It's true. How you place offline is ultimately the best way to determine skill level. Yeah, I would probably agree with that, but I haven't competed in Tekken offline ever, actually, so. Did I not start that? Am I playing Asuka wrong then since I barely use can? If you're barely using can as Asuka, yes, you are definitely playing that character wrong. I ain't gonna lie to you. Can I get up? Look at one of your DBFZ vids from like season 2. You were so happy and full of life, playing that game every day like a kid with his best toy. Oh, I know it. Oh, I know it, man. Yeah, I was. Definitely was. Not saying that you're not happy now, but we can all agree that nothing since DBFZ when it was good does fill the void the same way that game did. Oh no, you're 100% correct. Yeah, you're absolutely right, homie. You ain't said nothing but a word. Tekken feels like the easier game to get into because it's slower, the fastest moving 8-frame jab. Jabs are actually 10 frames in this game, but I get what you mean. Just from a frame data perspective, Tekken is slower. Excuse me, that came out of nowhere. Very sorry about that. I actually think burping into the microphone is extremely rude and disgusting. I hate when people do that. I actually sincerely apologize for that. Sorry, what was I saying? I think Tekken is actually well, particularly Tekken 8, you have to make so many decisions a lot faster in this game than you did in DBFZ. In DBFZ, there's a lot of downtime just because the game is like so cinematic. And shit. I guess this game kind of is like that too, but I don't know. I feel like
Fight.
I get where you're coming from. I don't know if I necessarily agree, but I definitely get what you mean. But objectively, yeah, from a frame data standpoint, Tekken's a lot slower than DBFZ. That came out way too late.
Round 4. Fight.
Chat, what's the rule?
Final round. Fight.
Damn, dude, this player is actually just like hard ducking a lot. Wonder if Tekken would be easier if the characters' move lists were like a quarter of what they are now. Absolutely. Part of the reason why Tekken